Okay. Looks like we are live. Think so? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, looks like we're good. All right. Good evening, everyone. I'm Professor McCoy. Welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. It is once again a nice, chilly, and therefore cozy evening. It's a wonderful time. Wonderful time to get back into the game. Wonderful time to hang out with you guys. A wonderful time to talk about all kinds of various nonsense, both in the news and in the abstract, non-temporally contained academic philosophy, as the case might be. I will mention that I'm in the middle of I'm dead smack in the middle of student case analysis presentations. That is that glowing hopscotch? Strange but interesting. All right, my kids would love that. Anyway, sorry. Got distracted by that. I will say, there's so many little distracting things about this game. Actually, hold on. I need to meet Sebastian along the coast, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this first, because I think this is the Avada Kedavra quest. So I'm going to do that next. So I'm going to fly us down to Feldcroft while I do some more intro stuff. Hey Phoenix, how you doing? Evening. Yeah, I gotta say my kids would love that. Like, hopscotch that does little glow sparkles as you land on it. Like honestly, I could probably manufacture something like that. I could make that work. Might be a little bit difficult and dangerous, and honestly, the missus probably wouldn't allow me to. Oh no, this is the butterflies one. Hell with that. I hate these. No, all my homies hate the butterfly ones, or moths, or whatever they are. But do something that like basically array snapping pops, little poppers. Along the route of a what's this one? Along the route of hopscotch. Kids dig it. It'd be fun. It's relatively safe. It's not perfectly safe, but nothing's perfectly safe, so it might be awesome. Ooh. Well, happy anniversary. Mine and my wife's is next week. So congratulations. All right, let me give this one a shot on our way, because why not? Anyway, as I was saying before I got highly distracted. I get it. Okay, let's go do it. As I was saying before I got wonderfully distracted, we're in the middle of doing some student case analysis presentations, where we're just having students analyze and then ultimately pass ethical judgment on need Depulso? Yeah, this one.
Depulso.
Ooh. Yep, in you go. Are you going in? You're not going in. Woo! Further. Keep going. Yeah, so students are presenting a situation, any kind of a situation where there is at least one person acting in a human manner. In other words, behaving ethically, behaving in a way that is subject to ethical judgment. So, in other words, doing something which is voluntary, deliberate, and free. Wait, that's redundant. Conscious, deliberate, and free. That's the three. Voluntary and free are the same thing. But yeah, conscious, deliberate, free action. Any kind of situation. This can go from your crazy kind of ethical thought experiments, kind of things that you find in ethics textbooks and or fictional scenarios, which were quite a bit of them, or something as simple as one of my a hippogriff. One of my go-to examples of like which side of the building do I walk along if I am on my way to my car after class. Do I go along the north side where there's shade, or do I go along the south side, which is shorter, right? And there are very minor ethical factors into even such a simple decision like that.
Why don't you have a little peruse?
There is nothing here I need. Can I sell anything? There's nothing to sell. Never mind. Goodbye.
Appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to visit me again, won't you?
This actually ties in with something I gave a brief argument for in a podcast that I was on pretty recently. Let me write this down so I don't forget to put a link to it. This was on my recent appearance on the Essence of Alexandria podcast, which is from a friend of mine. It's a smallish podcast, but I highly recommend it. They even when I'm not on it, I've been on it a couple of times, and I probably plan on being back. It's a great podcast that discusses some really interesting topics in a really fun and intellectual sort of way. That is Essence of Alexandria. I have shared it as well. I've shared it in the past as well, but I'll put a link to my recent appearance in the description, where I actually talk about this. Where, contrary to how a lot of people think about ethics, I think that we can, how would I say it, pass ethical judgment on actions which we might ordinarily think of as morally insignificant. Basically, every action is an ethical action, so insofar as it's subject to ethical judgment, because it is the product of human deliberate free choice, and so that means that it is the product of rational thinking, and therefore it is a decision that we make, and so we can make a decision well or poorly. And then following up on that, consequently, in terms of the consequences of the action, in other words, I think that it goes beyond simply, well, maybe if our action has no apparent consequences, then maybe it's not ethically significant. But there are no actions that have no consequences, because everything that we do, every action that we choose, every choice we make, helps to some degree to shape our character. And so, just the way that I'm choosing to fly here, even though it is seemingly very minor, and it's not even real, it's virtual, it's in a game. The fact that I'm, say, getting distracted by things and going down here to fight a troll rather than going straight to my quest, right? Stuff like that. Oh, look, 2 trolls, not just 1. You, kill your friend.
Imperio.
Awesome.
Crucio. Defender. Potato.
Right. So the fact that I'm doing it this way, right? The way that I'm doing this, rather than
Bombarder.
rather than some other way, right?
Incendio.
Nice.
That was a close one.
Is, to the degree that it is an action I've chosen, is a moral action. It is subject to moral approval or disapproval. And it will go on to form my character insofar as it goes on to form how it is that I will go on to make other, say, more significant decisions. Because I will be able to more easily make the same kinds of decisions in future.
This looks intriguing.
It's actually Levioso, not...
Levioso.
See? Levioso, not Leviosa. Now, there is a spell, Wingardium Leviosa, which is a completely separate spell in this game. They separate the two out completely as two completely different spells. Wingardium Levioso, is the battlefield control spell. Wingardium Leviosa is the one that is for manipulating objects, and apparently they're completely different spells. That is, by the way, something that is completely and totally made up for the purposes of gameplay and has nothing to do with any other source of canon. None whatsoever. It is purely a gameplay distinction. Levioso, the charm, the battlefield control spell, is completely made up for the purposes of this game. It is entirely new. That hasn't existed before. But I kind of like the distinction just from a practical gameplay standpoint. It is actually pretty good. It's handy. It is handy to make such a distinction.
Bombarda.
I mean, yes. So the video game does have its own canon, and there are some weird little, there are some oddities in terms of continuity. Maybe there aren't. I don't know if there are like strict discontinuities. I'm not actually quite sure. I don't know if there are any that are like irreconcilable with other canon materials, but there are some that are. There are some things that are weird in terms of the sort of major canon.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
See, there's the Wingardium Leviosa. And then I need to put it here, and I need to set it on fire. That actually work. Do I need to use a different spell? Do I need to flip it over?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio.
Did it work or not? Anyway, I'm not actually confident as to whether the game canon
I should investigate.
is meant to be in the same continuity as the books and or the movies, because I know there are differences between the books and movies. If anything, I think that it's meant to be closer to the books than the movies, because there are things in the game that are in the books but not mentioned in the movies, like Peeves. Peeves the Poltergeist is just not mentioned in the movies, which is a damn shame, because Peeves is like a really fun character. Rather pointless, really, but very fun. What's this? Oh, hey. There's a landing platform. But yeah, Peeves is a very fun character that is like completely left out of the movies, which is a damn shame, because he was a lot of fun.
If only Professor Fig could have seen that.
So I think the game is intended to be continuous, to be in the same continuity as at least the books. But I think there are some weirdnesses here and there. I'm not sure if there's any like outright continuity errors. Yeah, actually, you know what? That's a good analogy. He is the Tom Bombadil of Harry Potter. He has some fairly minor plot significance here and there, but he's mostly there because he's fun. He's atmospheric. He's there to describe. He's there to help sort of set the tone of the world. So yes, the Tom Bombadil of Harry Potter, but inverted, basically the opposite in almost every reasonable way.
A lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
Oh God, no.
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Feldcroft.
I don't think Ominous is going to be there.
Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Okay. Hey, Sebastian.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
I mean, that's the point.
Sebastian.
I have some
Can't
incense
believe my
going, by the
uncle
way,
wants
too,
to
which is very
leave
nice.
Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
Okay, so why did we leave with it?
So we have to get Anne to the catacomb and then conduct a sacrifice? Seems risky.
It'll be worth the risk. Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. And we'll only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Might hurt him.
Do you think your uncle would tell anyone at the ministry about all of this if he found out?
If he found out, I doubt he'd go to the ministry. He didn't part ways with them well, from what I understand. He won't say, but I believe his strong aversion to dark magic has something to do with his time there. Anne thinks he once decided to
Spicy.
fight fire with fire, so to speak, and resorted to using an unforgivable curse and fight against dark wizards. At least that's what she thought she heard.
Huh.
When he realized what his job had led him to become, he left rather abruptly.
Huh.
So,
Interesting. That
I'm
actually,
not sure he'd go to the ministry to report on his own family using dark magic now.
that's a really fascinating potential story. And I'm wondering if more of that will come up in the next game, if there is one. I honestly do find Sebastian to be drop some incense. Find Sebastian to be a really, really interesting character, and his uncle as well. Yeah, his uncle's a jerk, but he's a really interesting jerk. There's very clearly a lot going on beneath the surface for him, and a lot of it that we don't find out about. And this is a little hint to that. The tiniest little hint to that there's more to him than is going on the surface, and it's easy to tell that there's a lot going on to his character.
Good luck with Ominous. Until we meet again.
I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl.
I had to fly all the way down here for that
See you
conversation.
soon.
I had to fly all the way down here for that conversation. You could not have just come and seen me in the Slytherin common room. Really, really, Sebastian, you're gonna be like
Hello,
this.
Hamura.
Okay, whatever. What? Which one is it? Okay. Okay.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Ooh, I need to wait until nighttime. If you don't mind, ma'am, I will be searching your house for valuables because I was able to open the lock on your door quite effectively because I am a miscreant. I really just hate how much this game incentivizes burglary. It's one of those games where the burglary aspect of it is not really considered. It's just kind of the expectation. And it's not really even thought of. It's not brought up as any kind of a plot point.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well. How can I help you?
I'd like to
What do
buy
you have to
things,
say?
perhaps.
What are we in the market for today?
No use will be spits, but I can sell some stuff. Nah. Okay. That'll do.
Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
Thank you. Okay. I'm a Slytherin. Hand over your loot. I have a wand, and I'm not afraid to use it. I'm also a child, and you can kick my ass at any time. God. That's the other thing, is the expectation really should be that any adult can wipe the floor with any child in a magical world like this. Like, really, come on. Why is it that the 15-year-old can commit Grand Theft Broomstick with impunity? I got the whole, like, running while stealthed right. Yeah, I did. That's actually nice, but I never actually used Petrificus Totalis. So, because I never stealth, because it takes too long in this game. I don't actually use potions very much. Dropping cabbages are nice. Adurus potion is kind of meh. Yeah, let's go with Big Bad Thunderbrew, because Thunderbrew is actually really cool, and I'll actually start using it once in a while in big fights. Alright. Okay, questy bobs. Alright, let's go find Imelda Reyes. Reyes. Is it Reyes? Yes, it is. Game says, this is set in Britain. The 15-year-old can commit Grand Theft Broomstick without consequences because the police are too busy arresting people for tweets and prayers outside of abortion clinics. No, this is Edwardian Britain, and so it wasn't nearly as cucked as it is today. Not even close. Now, that isn't to say that the magical or muggle government is in the least bit competent, as depicted in any era of the Harry Potter universe. That's actually one of the wonderful, persistent themes of Harry Potter is don't trust the government. And man, it is it's quite good at conveying that lesson, and conveying it very well. But yeah, it very clearly it lays out that lesson.
Revelio.
But yeah, it's mostly pre-cucked Britain.
These rocks have seen better days.
I say mostly, because I mean Britain.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time.
It was still post-Empire, post-Imperial Britain, largely. So, you know, it's not. What is that? Ooh, a maze. Let's go do the maze. Oh. Edge maze.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Ooh, I'm getting laggy. Why am I getting... Oh, because it grew all of these trees and it rendered them in. That's why. Why it's getting a little laggy. Am I good? Yeah, I'm good. Stream-wise. Stream is healthy. I think I would define it as not yet fully cucked Britain, but it was on the way. The trajectory was set. Honestly, the trajectory of Britain was set by the decline of the Empire. I kind of have to blame ourselves, you know, the U.S. and our teenage Artemisia. Oh yeah, she was the one who made all these. Kind of have to blame us for setting Britain on its inexorable path to what it is today, which is really just a damn shame, because I'm a bit of an Anglophile. Culturally, historically, all that stuff. I like Britain. But it sure has become a joke these days. Yeah, the Ministry... Actually, that's actually a funny thing. You say the Ministry of Magic converted to Protestantism and forgot how to manage anything. It didn't convert to Protestantism. The Ministry of Magic has only existed since the 17th or 18th century, historically speaking. Before that, there was basically just a magical advisor to the king in Merlin's role, basically, going back to Arthur. So there had always just been, even during the sort of statute of secrecy and all that, there had just been a magical advisor to the king. But that was replaced by the Ministry for Magic, basically when Parliament started getting real power. When the Muggle Parliament, I guess I should say, started getting real power. And that's it's pretty gay. Pretty gay, and not in a good way. If there is a good way. Come on. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. So honestly, if we want to think of it this way, the Ministry of Magic is a consequence of Protestantism in England. And one of the many, many, many awful consequences. Or maybe we could say, if we're to make fun of them thoroughly, that the Ministry for Magic is Catholic, but not Roman, as they like to say. Is this a Quidditch pitch?
Intriguing.
This is a Quidditch pitch. This is a Quidditch pitch. What's with that? They're gonna have a Quidditch pitch here, but no Quidditch? Well, that's rude. How dare they?
Revelio.
What else we got? Well, just there is an astronomy table. So let's do that, and let's pop some balloons. Pop some balloons that'll take us back around to the astronomy table. There's more. Wait, what? Oh, and there's a landing platform out there, too. Ooh, this is interesting. That looks like a bandit camp. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, bandit camp. Dark wizard and or poacher camp. Ah. I'm not going to drink the beer that is sitting out
Professor Shop.
on the sitting there on the heath. Wait a minute. Yeah, this way. What's going on here? Oh. There it is. Silly me. Hydra. Okay.
Revelio.
Don't want to deal with that yet.
Betting on the dragon fight was the best decision I've made.
There's a quest there. Hold up. I want to pick up this quest over here in this wee town. Anyway, one of the other one of the interesting things, I've gotten actually quite a lot of interesting case analyses, and it's part of kind of what I've had to do.
Enough little place.
Maybe I would say even one of the harder things I've had to do, but one of the very worthwhile ones, has been enticing students to actually take a position on the matter, on any kind of ethical matter, to the point where I actually, it is, the presentations that I'm having them do are a two-step process. First, they are doing 5 different case studies, and I'm actually going to change how I do this slightly next semester. I can talk about that now if you like, but as of now, I'm having them do 5 different case analyses. They're analyzing 5 ethical cases. And in writing, when they're doing them this way, they're very specifically not giving a moral judgment. They're not saying what's right or wrong about a given situation. Fire breath. Because I want to get them in the habit of thinking things through very carefully rather than making a snap judgment. Because that is one negative tendency that we tend to have. We tend to make a moral judgment on the basis of nothing other than how you might feel about something, right? And that's a bad habit. That's a habit to get out of. But then also, for their presentation, they're going to pick one of those cases and present it to the class, and then actually give a proper, fully developed moral judgment on the matter. And not just say, here are the relevant factors to consider, yada, 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 but also, here is the answer. Here's what's correct. Here's what's incorrect about the situation. And to actually go ahead and say what's wrong about something or what's right about something.
Ah, keep that away from me.
What? Missing you dearly, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Strange. She's got a house just absolutely full of cauldrons. A little odd. Okay.
Revelio.
Anyway. But that's also something that students have trouble with, is actually passing moral judgment on something, is saying, this is actually correct, or this is actually wrong, and not just, here's my opinion on the matter, or whatever. But actually giving a moral judgment stated straightforwardly, that's something that we are also really hesitant to do, especially having carefully thought the thing out in advance, right? Carefully thinking through a situation and then passing an objective moral judgment on that situation, that is one of the hardest things for modern people, especially modern undergraduate students, to do. And so I basically manufactured this assignment to force them to do so, and to do so publicly in front of everybody. Now, what I'm going to do next semester to change this a little bit is, instead of doing 5 case analyses and then presenting on one of them, I'm going to do a sort of tapering down 3-2-1 thing. So they're going to do 3 case analyses earlier in the semester. Then, a little bit later in the semester, sort of after midterms, I guess, they're going to take 2 of those. So these initial case analyses are going to be what they are this time. Ash Wonders banished me to act as a lookout, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I thought I was going to be cool, but I turned out not to be. But yeah, they're going to do 3 like they're doing them now, right? So not actually passing moral judgment, but very carefully considering all of the relevant morally significant factors of a particular case, but without actually going and passing a moral judgment, without saying this is right, this is wrong, etc. Then later in the semester, they're going to take 2 of those, and they're going to make a judgment based on their prior analysis. You're going to go ahead and go beyond that initial step and say, this is right, this is wrong, here's what was done, but here's what ought to have been done, here's what ought not to have been done. This person was right, this person was wrong, etc., that kind of thing. So they're actually going to go ahead and give not just a moral analysis, but an evaluation. And then, finally, they're going to take 1 of those 2. So they start with 3. They use 2 of them. They start with 3. They use 2 of those for their. So they start with 3 analyses, 2 evaluations, and then 1 presentation, where they do that same thing, but they actually present and defend their view in front of me and the class.
Right out of a storybook.
All right. So I'm going to just borrow your wand handle.
Hello, madam. Is everything all right?
I'm simply beside myself since Rococo ran away. He's my pet niffler.
Rococo.
I shouldn't worry about it. It's only a niffler.
He may be only a niffler to some, but to me, he's a very special boy. Lovely company. I've had him for years. Whilst on our morning constitutional the other day, south of here, he and I stumbled upon Henrietta's hideaway. They say that Henrietta was a paranoid recluse. Filled her castle with all manner of traps to keep thieves from pinching her.
Oh god, no, it's this one. I actually never
Here,
finished
the
this
morning
one,
sun
this
reflected
quest in
off
my
something
previous
in a window,
previous
and
playthrough.
Before I knew it, Rococo was
It's actually
off.
rather difficult.
I've been worried sick. But I'm not about to meddle with Merlin knows what's inside that house, or the Ashwinders that are lurking about.
I'll keep an eye out for Rococo.
I'll look, I guess.
That's terribly kind. But stay away from the hideaway. Far too dangerous. If someone does find him in the hideaway, they shall be well rewarded. Henrietta's treasures are theirs for the taking. She certainly won't mind now.
Neat.
What do you have for sale?
What can I buy and sell?
What's brought you here today?
Anyway, part of why I want to do
That
this
hideaway
change
does sound intriguing. Perhaps I should
is because
invest for Rococo's sake.
I have largely found
Never have enough stock.
that
Thank you for
students,
stopping by.
more and more so, especially
Rebellious.
post COVID, that students have been slacking. Basically, they've been hesitant to do absolutely anything at all. I have said before that I have never had, at least in my sort of intro level Gen Ed classes, I've never had a student fail who has turned everything in and did not plagiarize. Never once. And yet I still have an increasing failure rate that is, I think, over 30% typically. It's D's and F's. Which should not be possible. Yarn ball. Oh no, wait. I turned you into a bag of coins. That's disturbing. Okay, I'll fight you.
Show period. Stop right there. All right, mate, Levioso. Back in the fight.
That was horrifying.
Bombarda!
Oh ho! Youchies.
The beasts are safer now.
Anyway, so as I was saying, I think that doing assignments like this that are very step by step, like doing one step of the process and then doing the other step of the process and then doing the next, will help to encourage students to actually do the work for once. Which, I mean, I shouldn't need to do. It's college, right? So students should just be able to just frickin' do it, right? But they
I
don't,
know what
right?
that means.
They
But
don't actually work. There's a lot of instances where students just don't do the stuff they're supposed to do, and that's unfortunate. Right? It's really quite annoying. But it happens. It happens quite a bit, unfortunately. So, I think doing this sort of step by step by step by step. Wait, this is the wrong quest. Damn it. No, this one. That's the one I want to do. Found some gear. Actually, you know what? Before I... No. Before I do much more, I'll be right back. Use the restroom really quick. Give me just a moment. Where are my hotkeys? And we're back. Hello, welcome. welcome me and welcome you. Hi, how's it going? Anyway, so as I was saying, I am always a little disappointed by some of my students' lack of effort, and I think that particularly for intro level sort of gen ed students, a little hand holding might go a long way. And so, I mean, so I'm going to switch my switch a little elements of my syllabus around to facilitate some more of that sort of thing. And also, I do think that making this a process, right? So making the case analysis thing a process really will help more.
Revelio.
Even aside from actually getting students to do the work, I think that it will actually facilitate what I'm trying to do a little bit more, which is getting students to
Must have been quite
very carefully. Ooh, there's a dragon skeleton. Cool. Getting students to very carefully and methodically consider the ethics of a situation, rather than to more rashly come to a judgment or avoid coming to a judgment at all, both of which are very common options when it comes to passing ethical judgment. Right? Students are very reticent to make ethical judgments, and when they are willing to make ethical judgments, they're even more reticent to do so upon careful deliberation rather than on sort of strictly emotional reasoning, let's say, if it can be called reasoning. And honestly, that is because of emotivism, right? Which is something I've ranted about endlessly before, and it's basically the go-to target of Alistair McIntyre, as well as every right-thinking individual who studies ethics in the any time in the 20th and 21st centuries. Right? Everyone will notice that emotivism is a huge problem in ethics, and it's sort of an unquestioned assumption by most people that ethical judgments are counterfactually right. So this is obviously not the case, but
it's rather deserted. I hope
measles.
everything's all right.
But a lot of people will just hold that.
I'm over here.
Hey, Melda. A lot of people will hold that ethical judgments are not judgments, but rather they are they're emotional states. They are. So when I say something ethical, like that's wrong or you should not do that, what I'm really saying is something about myself, right? The emotional state of the speaker, rather than saying anything about the action or the person being judged. This is really straightforward. And it's really common, and it's a huge problem, and it needs to be avoided wherever possible. And it's a major objective of mine to cut it out of people's thinking.
Hello again, Imelda. This course is a bit far from the castle, isn't it?
Obviously. Evidently too far for most of our classmates. Pathetic.
But I'm
They
dedicated.
should be begging me to keep these trials alive, not running scared. I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up. I suppose I appreciate the effort.
That's actually... thank you.
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated by those who don't take things as seriously as I do. And in my experience, that's everyone.
I kind of like her.
Anyway, don't let it go to your head. Right then, enough chatter. I'm confident I've posted the time.
She's a little bit tsundere, if you will forgive my use of weeb shit.
We'll soon see how I fare, won't we? I'm ready.
Get ready to lose.
No, thank you. I think I'll win instead. Oh god, I'm already going really fast. Oh, jeez.
Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. Brilliant.
Oh, didn't get the boost. I mean, I got a partial boost, but... ah, jeez. God damn, I'm going fast. Oh, I'm going fast. Ah, I love this. Oh, I missed the balls. I need to get these
That wasn't too difficult.
balloons later. Not now, because now it will distract me from the course, and I will fall.
Brilliant.
Pardon my otakuisms. I'm not going to read that out loud, Phoenix. I'm sorry. Mostly because I don't know how to. I don't. I will not do that. No, thank you. I mean, if you want to pay me to, I will put in the effort. If you send me a not super chat because I'm not monetized, but if you throw some bucks my way, whether that's you're from Australia, right? So some of your weird little dollar bucks, or even some good old fashioned American dollary dues, whatever the case might be. If you throw a few at me by Ko-Fi, I will at least put in the effort to, for some reason, pronounce that nonsense. I'll do it. I will lower myself to that. Although I feel like this is setting a bad
It's
precedent.
going well.
I will say nonsense for cash. Whatever. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. This can't go anywhere poor.
Excellent.
Ow! I was gonna say my cash would make me say something cooler. I appreciate that. Thank you for making me say something cool. And keep missing the bubbles. This is a long course.
Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself.
Okay. Okay. Woo!
That wasn't too bad.
Nice. That's pretty good. Pretty good, if I may say so. I hope you're serious when you say you'll make me say something cooler and not something cringy. But I don't know if I should trust you. We'll see. We'll see. Oh gosh. All right.
That was quite something.
I won.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on your heels in no time.
Can't wait.
My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're almost as competitive as I am. Almost.
Would you say you're the most competitive?
Do you get your competitiveness from your family?
You could say that. My grandfather played Quidditch for Puddlemere United. And my father, well, he was a chaser for Slytherin, but had to stop after a curse took his knees out. Said it was the Gryffindor beater. And
Good
me,
lord.
I fell in love with flying the first time I saw the ground disappear beneath my feet. Something
get
about
that.
the freedom
I
you
really
feel
get
on a
that.
broom. I've not been able to stop since.
Absolutely. Yeah, same. Honestly, honestly, that is, I've said this over and over again, but man, flying, especially broom flight, that whole, just by yourself, just whizzing through the air. Something just so delightfully endearing about that.
Will you keep running these courses?
I'll race them myself. Don't want to get rusty. But I won't be dealing with time trials. You're welcome to run them too. Anyway, hope we find time to fly again soon.
I take it you want to play for a team, but which one? And which position?
I'm my father's girl. A chaser through and through. You'd know that if Black hadn't cancelled Quidditch this year. As for a team, it's the Holyhead Harpies I've always dreamt of. When I'm finished with school, I'll try out. If for some reason I don't get accepted, I don't know what I'll do. Herbology, perhaps? Because if that did happen, you might as well pop me and call me a mandrake. I'd never stop screaming.
Then you are short enough.
It's been fun competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here, 5th year. You're an asset to our house. You take care of yourself.
Aw, thanks. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just find a nearby flu powder. That one, mayhaps. Just so I can actually teleport back here at any point. Langmore Castle. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'll just go to
This was
that
his
one.
best upgrade yet.
Because yeah, I am gonna have to teleport back. I'm gonna flew powder, I guess, back to Hogsmeade. Because I don't feel like going through the caves again, you know. Oop. There are some more balloons. There's also another big old bandit camp that I won't deal with right now. Another time. Ooh. Another one. A lot of these little bandit camps. Ooh, whalebones.
Revelio.
We're on the other side of it. Cool. Dragon skeleton. Huh. A dragon? That does not look like a dragon. I guess. Okay. If you say so. Field guide says it's a dragon, so I guess I'll believe the field guide. Over my lion
The
eyes.
Ministry ought to relax their feelings towards the dark arts.
Aren't you a goblin? Why do you care? Anyway, let's get some more of these balloons and then unlock this fast travel blue powder. Then head back.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
All right. Here we go. Turn the ox into an ox cart. I love it. I love that. That's so silly.
Aloha Mora.
Okay. Huh. There we go. So one of the interesting discussions that's been really making the rounds lately, and this is I actually did talk about this a bit last week even, because it's been hot in the news for some time, and by in the news I mean social media mostly. But it's been the surrogacy discussion and a lot of the things surrounding that discussion, to the point where there was a recent debate on that god-awful whatever podcast between Trent Horn and I think Lila Rose and Destiny and some OnlyFans thought. Which, incidentally, I think, I could be wrong, but I think Destiny agreed to this debate before his open marriage wife divorced him. So, I mean, make from that what you will. But after he was basically poking fun, insulting their faith, Trent shot back about how polyamorous relationships tend not to work, and we have the data on that, and also the personal experience at the table, which, spicy. But he also basically got them to admit that, there's not actually all that much intrinsically wrong with bestiality. He basically got them to defend bestiality as ultimately not in any way intrinsically wrong. It's just, it's just another thing that that you can't because the animal can't consent, and so if so, it's wrong to eat them, just like it's wrong to or maybe it's wrong to hunt animals, or to eat animals, or to kill animals, or to test on animals. In the very same way, or perhaps even more so, than it is wrong to have sex with animals, which is deranged. I say the word deranged a lot. I'm afraid that it's going to start weakening and losing its meaning just because I say it often. But the only reason I say it often is because holy hell is so much of the world just utterly deranged these days. That the idea that it is ethically worse to kill an animal than to have sex with an animal. No, having sex with an animal is absolutely in every way disordered, but eating an animal is perfectly well ordered and perfectly ordinary. This is what happens when you are, first of all, an atheist, but then second of all, more importantly, a strict utilitarian.
I assume you've studied potions at Hogwarts.
Professor Sharp's class.
When your only concern is who's harmed and to what degree, man, I just sanity just completely falls apart. None of this is actually anything I need. I have all of this. I have plenty of all of this, but I can sell off some of my junk
Aren't you
stuff.
sweet? I'll be happy to take this off your hands.
It's actually a nice scarf.
Thank you for your time, my sweet.
Oh, call me my sweet. That's so nice. So pleasant.
What do we have here? Revelio.
Did you say demiguise? Is it upstairs? Ah, yes. Let's hang out in this person's bedroom till nightfall.
Mine now, guys.
There we go. Anyway, but yeah, one of those things where just once you become unmoored from the stable natural law view of reality,
Fair in a little place like this.
all of your ideas about everything just immediately fall apart. Immediately just collapse into insanity. Bestiality is not actually that bad, And again, this is the obvious consequence if you abandon the idea that certain actions have certain natural ends.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
Ends which are natural and appropriate to them, and so acting contrary to those ends is morally disordered, right? And animals, it is a perfectly ordinary and normal human end as carnivores, or at least as omnivores, to eat animals. But it is a grossly unnatural human end to do that other thing. Treat animals rather than humans as sex objects. Honestly, to treat anything as a sex object per se, but animals in particular. Right. So even treating another human being as a sex object being again being the key is disorder.
Be allowed to run roughshod over our way of life.
Is everything all right,
agree.
Madam?
Madam Olivier, and no, everything is not all right. The vermin known as the Ashwinders have infested nearby Clagmar Castle, disrupting not only our sense of peace, but our valuable trade. It appeared that they were finally going to slither away until Sylvanus Selwyn arrived.
Sylvanus Selwyn?
Head rat. My guess is that if someone were to take out Selwyn, the rest of the Ashwinders would disperse. But Selwyn is a skilled wizard. I certainly can't take care of him myself. Believe me, I wish I could.
Probably handle
I'm
it.
at my wit's end.
Somehow I can probably handle it.
I could take care of Selwyn for you.
Goodness, no. I'd never ask a student to confront Selwyn. But I'm offering a nice bounty on his head. Feel free to put the word out.
I'll take care of
I
it.
only want Cragcroft to go back to normal. I'm tired of living under the thumb of Selwyn and his...
I will unwisely
What do you
go
have
and
in
take
store
care
for
of
me
that.
this Sounds as if Sylvanas Selwyn has to go.
This sounds very unwise, but let's do it. The cat. Pet the cat first. Phoenix says utilitarians can be goaded to defend anything. Incest, for example, they think that the only issue with incest would be bad offspring. Eugenics is utilitarian, so family sodomy is okay in the world. Exactly. And I went into this in class just last week. Because we were in relation to talking about something else entirely, but the issue of adultery came up. And particularly, we were talking about a case in which one might be tempted to commit adultery for the sake of one's spouse, in a sense. So we were talking about a case. Specifically, I was drawing this particular scenario from the Star Wars EU novel I, Jedi by Michael Stackpole, which is excellent. Such a good book. But
Just get to him, I should be able to disband the group.
Absolutely excellent book. But setting aside the sort of quality of the book,
So very
Crucial.
Petrificus Totalis!
Imperial. Real quick. What do you need me to do?
Petrificus Totalis! No!
Expulso.
Petrificus Totalis!
no. Really, I can't just.
Not be your puppets. We have Defendo.
I'll goof that. It's fine though.
Saltago!
Accio. Incendio.
My eyes closer.
Petrificus Totalis!
Crucio.
Petrificus Totalis!
Imperio.
Taking care of it.
Petrificus Totalis! Petrificus Totalis!
That didn't work.
Tranquil's little saviour. Bombarder.
You've made a great
Petrificus Totalis!
You take such a risk. Rob would have been
Crucio.
Let's just go ahead and take care of this guy.
Your strategies were the opposite. You're the one who stole our
God! Good.
Stop that!
That's it for Selwyn.
Yeah, but there's a bunch more of his
See Madame Olivier back in
goons,
Krakow
so.
about that bounty.
You'll pay for that!
I won't!
Ragazzo!
Where'd you go? There you are.
Levioso.
Protego!
Accio. Incendio. Defender.
Guy's up there on the balcony, right? Anyway, so yeah, we were talking about a Star Wars book, really, but in particular, this is not a specifically Star Wars kind of scenario. It's more like a cop story, honestly, because it's about Corin Horn, who's a ex-cop, future Jedi. You.
Levioso.
I missed.
Accio. Defender.
Good. Okay. Yeah, so it's where he basically needs to go undercover to try and rescue his wife. And part of the process, part of what he needs to do in going undercover to maintain his cover would be to sleep with somebody, particularly the rather lecherous woman in charge of the pirate gang that he's infiltrating, right? So basically, in order to maintain and to advance his cover, he would need to commit adultery. And so what he would be doing here is he would be committing adultery, he would be cheating on his wife in order to try and save her. And so we have this weird mismatch of ends and means, where it seems like he would be cheating on his wife in order to... Come on, really? He'd be cheating on his wife in order to try and save his wife. So he'd be cheating, he'd be disloyal to his wife as a way of trying to be loyal to her, right? And so we looked into this in terms of, okay, what are the natural intrinsic ends of sexuality, and they have to do with the formation and the propagation of family specifically, right? Because that's what sex is, because that's what sex does. And so in the process of having sex with someone, you're essentially doing the marital act with them, and that's why we call it the marital act. It is the formation and then the furtherance of a family. It is naturally ordered towards that. And this, of course, has to do with, of course, sex being ordered towards procreation, but not exclusively. I mean, it's also ordered to the binding of the spouses to one another because it is a specifically familial action. It's an action which tends towards or is ordered towards the formation, maintenance, and development of a family. And so you can use the same sort of set of principles to examine why it is that that incest is wrong. And it's because to enter into a sexual relationship with someone with whom you already have a familial relationship. Oh, I see. Huh. It's not going to show me, is it? Oh. I need to know what the rhythm is. I need to know what the melody is. Okay. I think it's dun 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 dun, but I'm not actually sure, so I need to find it. There's a thing. There's a thing that tells me.
Revelio.
Forget where it is, but I need to find it. Anyway, I'll see if I can look. I'll see if I can find it. Anyway. Yeah, so if that is if
not the best place to be called
if the ethics of sex have primarily to do with the formation and the continuation of a family, then clearly the use of sex in a way that is contrary to that is disordered, and that can include but it's not, obviously it's not limited to that is not limited to, but it does include things like incest. Hey, jerk.
You're the hypocrite.
Your poaching days are over.
What a jerk. Alright, taken care of.
Revelio.
But yeah, that's that is, I mean, it's perfectly straightforward reasoning, but it relies upon actions having intrinsic ends, which is a big ask for modernists in general. Modernists tend to balk at the idea that acts of any sort have particular natural ends, because that leads to uncomfortable ethical conclusions, like incest is always wrong. Even incestual sodomy, as you say. Yeah, Phoenix says, furthermore, utilitarians can't argue against step siblings that commit incest if all that matters is genetics and the family is irrelevant. Exactly. Yeah. Honestly, I think that is probably what is in large part responsible for the what I'm led to believe is the extreme prevalence of step sibling incestuous porn. Because pornography is, first of all, I mean, it preys on sexual deviance. Straightforwardly. It expresses and magnifies sexual deviance. And but it also does so, or would attempt to do so. Ooh, I like that one. Would attempt to do so in a. I'm gonna keep going. In a manner that aligns with the disordered, but still in some sense consistent values of its audience, right? And so it's easier to find, I guess I would say, maybe not easier to find, it's easier to justify pornography that is otherwise in alignment with one's values. Okay, I need to go back. Oh wow, that was supposed to be level 37. I just beat the heck out of that. Okay. Because otherwise you have to deal with an increased level of sort of cognitive dissonance, right? Oh, wait, is this it? No. No. No, I can't. Maybe I'll find this eventually. But I think that has to do with the fact that that people are not related by blood means that to some people it's not as icky, even though objectively speaking it certainly is. But subjectively people are not as sort of grossed out by it, because even our at least among modernists, our sort of implicit, unspoken ethical norms, those which are sort of intrinsic and innate and implicit within us, are formed by I don't know, relatively weird modernist sensibilities like this, right? And so something like step sibling incest porn is subversive enough to be arousing to a degenerate mind, but not enough so that it triggers that
Who lived here, I wonder?
That cognitive dissonance of being aroused by something that one knows to be wrong. Because if you can rationalize it away as, well, they're not actually siblings, which, I mean, I think I can be reasonably certain that most of the porn actors, so to speak, most of the prostitutes involved are not actually even step siblings. But that's neither here nor there. It's still an act, but whatever. What am I talking about?
Selwyn has been taken care of.
Ethics always gets into weird situations like this.
Beard. A student took down one of Rookwood's top filth. Then I suppose this bounty is yours. Well deserved.
Yes, ma'am.
Surely the safety of Cragcroft is worth more. I'd hate for the Ashwinders to know who offered a bounty on Selwyn.
What a snide little rat. No sense of honor. You're worse than the Ashwinders.
Am I really?
Fine. I can give you a bit more, but our business is finished.
I didn't mean for it to be that harsh. Usually, okay, alright. That was fucking rude. Okay, yes. Soren, what the hell?
Thank goodness Selwyn's gone.
What the hell, Soren?
Students rid us of the Ashwinders.
Really, Soren? That is not in any way what I expected.
Pleasant surprise.
Usually when I say I could use a bit more money, it's like, well, it was very dangerous. Don't you think a little more money is in order? Usually that's the route, not blackmail.
Be of help.
Jesus.
What do you have for sale?
Anyway.
Let's see how I can assist you, my lovely.
I mean, it's what I was talking about, right? So this, it's similar in a sense to what some people have called like safe edgy, which is more common in humor and comedy, right? Where you say something that is that's meant to come across as really edgy and cool and, you know, subversive and that kind of thing. But at the same time, realistically, it tends not to. I mean, it tends to actually align with most social expectations. It's just subversive enough so that it feels dangerous, even though we know that it's not really, right? There's a difference between, say, a comedian, like, here we go. There's a difference between a comedian saying the 4-letter F word on stage versus saying the 3-letter F word on stage. The 4-letter F word is broadly socially accepted. The 3-letter F word, if I said it, my stream would probably get taken down.
How's my favourite test flyer?
So there is a serious difference between the safety and the actual, the actual pushing of the social envelope in each case. So comedians who just sort of mundanely curse are just sort of trying desperately to draw a little bit more attention. They're not actually pushing any boundaries because those boundaries are pushed way further than what they're already pushing.
Exactly the kind of report I've come to expect from you. At last, I think I know what needs to be done for my final upgrade.
Woohoo! Let's do it.
What will you do after the final upgrade is complete?
I aim to make Spintwitches the most sought-after shop in Hogsmeade. And I wouldn't mind getting back on a broom myself, just for the thrill of it. Couldn't be more pleased we made headway with the upgrades.
Why don't you do that?
Naysayers wrong. Made all the
Test things out, you know?
I shall look forward to speaking again.
I'll be sure to send you an hour when I'm finished. Thank you again for your help. Couldn't have done this without you.
Okay, any of these that I like, I really like.
That item is of the highest quality.
Nah. House Bird, nah. Moon Trimmer, that's the one with the bullseye lantern. That's actually kind of cool. Wind Wisp, didn't I already have that? Okay, never mind.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Anyway.
Good for Mr. Weeks. Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
Gorgeous Christmas tree. Love it. Love that Christmas tree. Look at that. Those are some nice decorations, too. First of all, floating candles. Nice. Nice. Very Harry Potter. Very unsafe. But nice anyway. But I like the little, like, the stars and moons and suns and things. It's very Christmassy, but it's also wizardy enough so that it's distinctively wizardy. It's just, oh God. It doesn't get more cozy than Hogsmeade, as they say. Alright, I'm waiting on that owl from Sebastian. I'm just waiting on the freaking owl from Sebastian. What do we got? What do we got going? We can try Henrietta's Hideaway. We can give this a shot. Let's go give our moons to Mr. Moon. The treasure map thing, I'm never going to do that. Who am I kidding? I'm not going to. I want to put off doing main story quests as long as possible. Because I don't want winter to end until after Christmas. That seems a silly reason, but I think we can take at least another couple of weeks. I think. Oh, wait. First, let's go sell off a couple of those unicorns I caught, because I caught a couple of unicorns. Actually, no, wait. I need to put at least one in the room requirement, right? So, no. Let's not do that yet. Let's actually go to the room requirement. Check our beasties. Identify a couple of those items. Possibly do some equipment upgrades. Probably not. Then, nah, neither of those are particularly good. Let's go play with our beasties. Play with our various critters. Where are you? Hello, critter. A tiny little critter. Is that all there is? Yeah, that's right, because I took all the birds out, didn't I? Alright, I got a male here. Hazel and another lady unicorn. Oh, little squeakums! Oh my gosh, they're a little squeaky. Okay. Let's go breed another unicorn, shall we? Why not? Let's go check the other vivariums. I think I have some of every species. So maybe Graphorn, and I don't know how to get one of those, so... So cute. Puffskins. I absolutely adore this music. Did I mention? I don't know if I mentioned. I do a like annual-ish video game music competition contest thing in a Facebook group I'm in, and I submitted this track, and it didn't win. It got knocked out in the first round, but it was good competition. I forget what beat it, but it was something that was genuinely really impressive. So it was a really genuinely good track. So I can't really fault much. So you know, let's do a dare call. Opa. Oh wait, what was that challenge? What did that give me? Let's see. Ooh. Masquerade mask. Very cool. Phoenix statue. Spellcraft. Very nice. Alright, alright. To rescue a bunch more beasts. Alright. Oh. I suppose now is a fine enough time to mention as well, unrelatedly to any of the philosophical discussions we've been having, but related to gameplay kind of stuff, that I think I have decided on the next couple of games that I'm going to be streaming. And by couple, I mean not simultaneously, I mean one after the other. So if I do go back to doing 2 games simultaneously, I'll be adding another one in addition to these 2. Because they're sequels, I'll be doing them in order. I will be, I'm thinking very strongly about streaming The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, potentially followed by Wind Waker. Now, I will say first of all, obviously, I don't have these, I'm not going to be, streaming these on the Nintendo 64 or the DS or whatever, just because that's a horrific pain to actually try to set up a capture card and yada yada yada, that whole shebang. Huge pain. Don't want to deal with that. I instead have emulators for all of these. Now I also, there are ethical considerations to that are worth discussing, that, honestly, will be something to discuss while we're playing them. I don't think that there is any ethical trouble whatsoever with emulating any game, really, but particularly one like that, one that is so, games that are that old, especially that are no longer released. But even beyond that, I have also purchased both of those games, actually all 3 of those games, even if we include Wind Waker. I've purchased all 3 of those games multiple times on different consoles and different systems and whatnot. Let's make a baby toad, because toads are cute. They're ugly as hell, but ugly. They're cute in that like pug kind of way, you know? Anyway. But yeah. That is what I'm thinking. I'm leaning towards playing probably the two greatest games in the Legend of Zelda franchise, followed by Wind Waker, which was still, don't get me wrong, I'm thinking about Wind Waker. I'm not actually committing to that one. I'm thinking about it though, because it was genuinely very good. It did not in any way measure up to those other ones, to Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. But still really good. Oh, you're shiny. Oh, you're so cute. Whooper. Phoenix? I wish I could breed phoenixes. But I can't. Have some yum-yums. Tiny little hippogriff. Oh gosh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm thinking that those will probably be my next games to stream. Will be the two N64 Legend of Zelda games. Because, man, they were phenomenal, and honestly, there's a lot of philosophical depth with both of them. I would probably say Majora's Mask more so, but primarily in relation to Ocarina of Time. So, absolutely worth playing. If you haven't still, I'm not going to worry about spoilers. Both of these games are nearly 30 years old at this point, so I don't know what to tell you, man. Other than go play them, because they're not terribly long. I mean, they're really long for 90s games, but still, they're not that long. So go play them. But beyond that, maxed out. Anyway, definitely worth playing. I'm going to be playing them. I'd like to play them and talk about them on stream, particularly if you guys are particularly interested in that sort of thing. So, yeah, let me know. Phoenix says, speaking of breeding phoenixes, the obstetrician reckons that the baby my wife and I are making is going to be a girl. Oh, wonderful! Congratulations! Congratulations! We've got two of those so far. We did have a boy in the middle between our two current girls. We'll see if the pattern continues, boy girl. We'll see what God has in store for us next. But okay, go ahead, Peeves, do your thing. See, this is love Peeves. We'll see what God has in store for us next. But I was deeply concerned. Not deeply concerned, but I was a little concerned that after our first girl, Saoirse being our firstborn, I was a little bit concerned that I would suffer the Tom Woods curse of having like 8,000 girls and not a son in sight. But no, we had wonderful little Michael too. So. Phoenix, is she your first, or have you already got older siblings for her? Because I will say it's wonderful to have. I grew up as an only child, so I had no perspective on how siblings work really at all. But it really is a wonderful thing to have older siblings to look up to and to help, and to just sort of have their sort of protecting you and giving that example to follow. Even though I will say, to be fair, Saoirse is not always the best role model by any stretch of the imagination. It's still a great and wonderful thing that it's something I kind of feel like I missed out on. Well, oh, as a first baby, even more congratulations. That's wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh,
Cheers.
greetings. Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
Yeah, too.
I actually have some moons for you.
So you have. But bring me a few more and I'll show you how to improve casting Alahamora.
Okie dokie.
I'll keep an eye out for more demiguise statues.
How many
and see
did
if
I turn
can
in?
Bring you more moons.
I commend you for your courage and valor, especially since they can only be collected at night.
You say that like it's that big of a deal, because it's not really that bad collecting them at night. I understand that the game was intended to be significant, to be much harder to do stuff at night, but it didn't actually get followed through in game design. Again, a major shame. It would have been very cool if they had integrated more house point stuff and misbehavior kind of things, you know, that kind of stuff. Would have been neat.
Alahamora.
Oh well. You don't mind sharing? Do you have a name or a naming convention?
Revelio.
You're right about Bowtruckle, though you a nut. Oh, this is Professor Fig's office and living quarters and whatnot. Neat. Take his stuff.
Revelio.
What? Where the heck is it? It's dinging right there on the other side of the wall. Guess on the other side of the wall. Don't know how to get there.
Marvelous, simply marvelous.
Hey,
I've
Nick.
never seen the headmaster so regal. Actually, I have come.
All first names will start with M, and middle names will be named after important people in our lives, including some of our friends that tragically couldn't have children. Oh, that's wonderful. That's a great way of approaching it, you know? I will say that if we wind up having another boy, particularly next, we're doing something sort of like that. Not exactly, though. We are... Gosh, this is a long story. Well, I mean, okay, so... Michael, after the Archangel, is our first boy. If we have another boy, if and when... When? If we have another boy, he's going to be named Gabriel, after the other Archangel. I don't know if we have a third boy, if we'll go with Raphael. I don't know. I'm not committing to that. Erica is trying to convince me. Oh gosh, what? And if you're watching or listening, what is the? I forget what boy name, what saint boy name you've been trying to convince me to go with. It's an old Roman name, which I should be more amenable to, but I'm a little hesitant just for the whole, like, it's a very abnormal name in a modern context kind of thing. I might be fine with it. I don't know. But it would be after Gabriel in any case. Yeah, part of why Michael and Gabriel is that that my wife and her sort of former best friend, I guess you'd say, agreed years and years ago. Ignatius, that's it. I you know what? I might be okay with it. I'm warming to it. Over the years, you'll wear me down by the time we have a third boy, I'm sure. Oh, the third might be Benedict. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, that seems more, human. Not human, more 21st century. As if Saoirse is a very 21st century sort of name, but whatever. Or Monica with two N's after Saint Monica. I'm not going to read patient logs. That's all right. Can't do that. Don't be doing that. I'm just going to steal your nice overcoat. Jeez.
Revelio.
I assume there's a... No, it's not a potion. Where is the ding? It's not... Whatever. I can't find the ding.
Handy resource indeed.
No, not that Ignatius. Not that Ignatius. Ignatius of Antioch. I say that not because Ignatius of Loyola was in any way was anything other than awesome. Purely because the Jesuits since then have been, Jesuits. Up to those tricks that they play. But no, it's I don't actually have anything against Ignatius of Loyola anyway, but I do kind of have some things against the modern Jesuit order. So, anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's see. Yeah.
Hello, Hamora.
The Jesuits fell off. Yeah, no, that's absolutely right. Ah, jeez, come on. There we go. They've been suppressed at least once before. I mean, maybe it's time for it to happen again. I'm just saying. I'm also just saying if there's ever any kind of, clerical liturgical shenanigans, like embarrassments to
Revelio.
Oh, there we go. Grave embarrassments to its bathroom. To the church. It's almost always either the Jesuits or the Germans. Like it's pretty consistently one or the other, or less often, but sometimes both.
What are you up to now?
It's just the Jesuits and the Germans are always up to something, and it's never good. So anyway, no, it's actually, Erica, do you mind me telling the story? I don't know. But you and your old friend from high school. This may be I don't want to say calumnus or something, but I don't know. Anyway.
Revelio.
Oh, whoops. I missed a thing. Did I? Probably not. Probably not. You, as in, probably don't mind, or probably should not go ahead. I mean, I maybe. I mean, hey, here's the thing. We've talked about it before in more private contexts. So if you are genuinely deeply curious about the whole story, then come hang out in Discord and chat more personally. Revelio. But yeah, there's a whole story behind it, and it's a nice little endearing story. As for girl names, I don't know what's next. We have another girl next. So gotta think that through, because we might go with family names. Honestly, I don't know. We've been doing family names for middle names. We've had our two girls have been named after Erica and my grandmothers for their middle names. I need to do a thing. This is a puzzle door. All right. Let's see if we can do this. Gosh. Oh man, you know what's weird? I had a moment of. Do you ever get a weird memory trigger? Based on like a location or an event or something like that. Like if you get a weird memory trigger where you just sort of remember something that you were listening to or thinking about. The last time you were at a specific location or were doing something or whatever. There's oh wait. First of all. Oops, not that one. Yeah.
Arresto momentum.
Oh, jeez. I need to aim. Yay! I made it! Cool! These are very cool puzzle doors.
Descendo.
Not that one. Wrong button. Yeah, I don't actually know about our next girl name if we wind up needing one.
Arresto momentum.
We could continue with some of my favorite female saints. Part of the problem with that is that a couple of my favorite female saints are not.
Rebellion.
Some of my favorite female saints are not exactly common names either. And they all tend to have been martyrs. So I don't know if that's, a good thing to set upon a child. I don't know. Like a couple of my favorite female saints were Felicity and Perpetua, from the 3rd or 4th century, whenever it was. Early virgin martyrs, because their story is just absolutely beautiful. Hey you. I know where you're going, so I'm just gonna head you off. Aha! Excellent. There we go. Oh, hey, there we go. It's the owl. Okay. Wait.
Accio. Arresto momentum.
Oh, it was too late, wasn't it? Damn. Okay, fine. Let's try again. Can't finite incantatem either. Oh well. Oh, that was close. I'll make it though. Yeah! Oh, geez, really?
Lumos.
Oops, wrong thing. You're sus. Aha! Gotcha. This is... There we go. Descendo. Descendo's really stupid. But it's fine. Whatever. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know about girl names. What's next there?
Alohomora.
I mean, if Eric is right, and that we're only going to keep having girls after this, then we got to think of one. Maybe we have to think of a few. Who knows? Anyway. Oh, all the way over there. Okay, fine.
Arresto momentum.
Come on, really? Freeze! Yeah! That counts as a Hogwarts secret. Very nice. Mooncap statue. Neat.
Aloha Mora.
Alright, let's see what's in here. We haven't done this yet. We haven't really explored this whole wing of the castle in a while. There we go. Oh.
Lumos.
Let's see. Outside in the courtyard. Okay. Not through there. Out here in the courtyard. In one of the little... under an archway somewhere. Was it in the courtyard, or was it under the... was it down the bridge? It might have been down the bridge. Or it's right there. Never mind. We're good. Easy peasy. All right. Nice. So I talked about one of the things I'm planning on doing soon. Right, I'm working on. I'm hoping for my next couple of games to be streamed to be Legend of Zelda. I'm also thinking of. I have a video planned for basically after the semester is over. I'm going to be recording a video or two over break. One, maybe even three. We'll see. Because I have three basically all planned out that I'd like to put together. Some on request. Some just out of interest. One is on Shrek. That I love Shrek. I've talked about it. I've talked about it a lot on streams and even in class. I've talked about how much I love Shrek as a film, as a story in general, as a kind of storytelling inversion kind of thing. There's a lot to love about it. But this would be a somewhat more negative video than I otherwise would be making about something I love so much. And it's because I think that Shrek did some very strange things. Or even if it didn't do it, it presaged a lot of some very strange things about the media landscape. So I kind of have to be a bit critical about those changes, if not about the movie itself. So I'm going to be looking at that in terms of the kind of subversion that Shrek did, to kind of look at what the effects of that have been on our media landscape, and the fact that I guess my sort of thesis is that kids these days cannot appreciate Shrek in anything like the same way that we did in 2001 when it came out. Right, when Shrek came out, it was a very unique thing, right? And now today, it isn't the same thing, given the radical shifts in the media landscape. And I would argue that those radical shifts have been for the worse, in a small part, but not entirely, because it renders Shrek. Those changes render Shrek to be less enjoyable in a sense. Yeah, there it is. Jeez. Anyway, I won't spoil it too much, but this is one of the things that I have planned. It's in the pipeline. Well, it's about to enter the pipeline. It's not in the pipeline. I'm not editing it yet or anything like that. But I have a well thought out and detailed plan for it. The other one that I'm probably going to do over break is one that has been fairly heavily requested, primarily on streams, but even like in Discord and such. It's on usury, particularly the application of the ethical principles surrounding usury to discussions of what we would call data piracy or intellectual property. Basically, the core of my argument that I'll be putting forward here, my thesis, is that intellectual property protections, like legal fiat, intellectual property protections considered as legal fiat are essentially usurious. They constitute the sin of usury. To enforce intellectual property protections involves the sin of usury, which is not a commonly discussed sin, except by really, really weird and mostly economically illiterate trads, many of whom are staunch defenders of intellectual property. And so this is one of those. Honestly, this is one of those topics that will please no one and upset everyone. And so I'm looking forward to it. It sounds like a lot of fun.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Oh, and Infurious. Oh, jeez. You need to be set on fire. There we go. There's a bit of a... Yes, Phoenix, I'm turning the Chesterton boys on themselves. Absolutely. The Chesterton boys are very often backwards thinking. So if I can turn them back on themselves, excellent. All the better. They have brilliant insights, but they apply them really, really poorly, particularly in their political economy, their ideas about the political economy. So if I can do something to sort of steer them back onto a reasonable train of thought, great, all the better, and I will try to do so. But that's one of my thoughts. That's one of my plans. This was suggested to me by another, as it happens, another Catholic libertarian, which is a perhaps an oddity, if not an oddity, certainly relatively uncommon. Not just Catholic libertarians, but Catholics who even remotely understand good, solid economic principles. It's unfortunately uncommon. It's funny though. I mean, Jeffrey Tucker, another Catholic libertarian, even another Catholic anarchist, anarcho-capitalist at that, has a great article. I'll see if I can link it on why religious people, particularly very traditionally minded religious people, struggle with economics. And it's primarily, it has to do with a kind of mixing and misunderstanding of scarcity, because economics is specifically the science of scarcity. Hey, Albie, we have to. I'm truly awed with what we've accomplished. The final broom upgrade is better than I even expected. Stop by Splintwitches when you can. I will, thank you. I assume that is a quest, or is it just a, hey, come on by? Alright, I guess I'll just come on by then. I'll fly over there. Speaking of such things. You know what? I am going to switch to this one. I am going to switch to that one. That's a nice handle. What'd I get here? Locked and bad. Just bad. Wait, how does it look? It's not going to show me. There's no preview for it. It's annoying. I mean, I could just select it, but whatever. The other one is another relatively controversial ethical topic. The third video that I'm thinking about, which I may have time for. No. And that is Renaissance cap. That's cool, but no, not very Soren. The third video that I'm considering is on the shopping cart theory. which I have talked about on stream before as well as in class. Ooh, tailored tailcoat. Oh my. I need to try that on. Oh my god, it's Professor Black's coat. That's amazing. I love it. Okay, I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's change out my scarf. No, ew, gross. No. No. That's not bad. I have to have a scarf because it's winter time. Too big. A little bit. Ooh, how's that? Ooh, that's actually really good. That's really good. I love it. I absolutely love this. Soren has apotheosized. This is absolutely freaking perfect. All right. Anyway, let's go to Hogsmeade. Which is up there, right? Or did I already pass it? No, it's over there. Right, here we go. Anyway, yeah, it's basically my argument is my thesis, not my argument, my thesis is that the shopping cart theory is completely wrong, and that in fact, in most cases, under most circumstances, you have a strong moral obligation to not bring the shopping cart back. Contrary to sort of very popular opinion when it comes to these nonsensical things. Because most people think, because of this meme that went around, that you have a nearly absolute obligation, not an obligation, but that it is always necessarily a supererogatory good. Let's put it that way. That it is a test of character, let's say, to bring back the shopping cart when you're done shopping. That bring it back to either to the pen or to the front of the store, one or the other, or both. Right? That this is, if not an absolute obligation, then it is definitely always necessarily a supererogatory good. And I would argue that absolutely the contrary is the case, that under most circumstances, it is not a supererogatory good. That you are, in fact, by doing so, neglecting other obligations that you have, and so that you are doing something wrong. It mostly due to economic principles like that of comparative advantage and an opportunity cost. So that's my really quick summary version of a response to the shopping cart theory.
What are we looking for today?
Room upgrade 3, 7,500 galleons.
Thank you for believing in me.
All right, that's kind of a lot, but okay. Yeah, it's fine. I should have identified it in case it's a cool cosmetic, but whatever.
Thanks for stopping by.
Oh well, too bad.
Hope to see you again.
Too bad. Okay, what other quests do I have? Anything else to do? Let's go rescue Rococo. For which I will need to quick travel, because it's all the way on the other side of the cave. And it's all the way down there. Jeez. Go to Clangmar. Relatively close by. But yeah, those are the 3 videos that I've really got in the pipeline, or at least in planning.
Goodness. Not a party to attend by myself.
I already did. It's already taken care of. I beat up all these losers. Wait, can I do this? Heck yeah. That was awesome. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, no, it's one of those things that that is a really commonly believed theory, just based on really, really shoddy principles, because it's not particularly well thought out. Whoosh. Here, Henrietta's Hideaway.
This must be the castle where Miss Coffee's Niffler ran away. How to find a way inside.
Well, first we're gonna have to fight a bunch of dudes.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Oops.
Imperio.
You.
Aha! I see. Incendio. Find a way around.
Oh, what's the
Incendio.
You snuffed out Iona
Ow.
Morgan's future, you whelp. Somebody out there?
Levioso.
Expulso! I know. Notice you ain't wearing that goblin helm, you I know you're the one who
Incendio.
stole our hippogriff. We've been
Not so tough now, are ya?
You don't want to try that again. Don't think you're going to get out of this alive. I've been... You must think
Imperio.
You'll pay for that.
Crucio.
No, you don't.
quite the
Bombarda.
impressive. No one takes one of my own and lives to tell of it.
Love it. Love it.
Be a Merlin trial.
A Merlin trial. Another Merlin trial. So many freaking Merlin trials. Let's just do it. Anyway. So I've got honestly what are 3 fairly controversial videos planned. One on some of the negatives of Shrek, which I otherwise absolutely adore. What are the other ones? The things that are gonna blow up. On some of the very few negatives about Shrek.
Knowing the meat he's likely studied here.
One on, as I said, one on really a lose-lose position, applying a really niche and trad-seeming moral principle, that being usury, to something that people who talk about that sort of thing are really prone to supporting, that being intellectual property protections. And one being taking a contrary position on an incredibly popular theory among midwits. And let's be honest, most audience members of all sorts are, broadly speaking, midwits. No offense to any midwits in the audience. I'm sure you're very fun people. But it takes an extra layer of thought to carefully consider what is wrong with something like the shopping cart theory. And it's an extra layer of thought that is often neglected. Kaboom! Was that it? Or was there a fourth one? The fourth one isn't there. Where's the damned fourth one?
These rocks have seen better days.
Yeah, I know, but I'm here to blow them up. Can I please? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom! Oh, there it is. There's the kaboom. Wait, was that not it? Is there really another one? What in the world? Ah, come on.
Revelio.
I deign to use Revelio. It's down there. How's it that far down? What in the world?
Confringo. Revelio.
There it is.
Confringo.
There we go. Jeez.
Won't get the best of me.
Right. So anyway, I got a plethora of fairly controversial, broadly ethical, but in one sense at least, sort of more pop cultural videos ahead. So here it goes. Should be fun. And I will say, controversial for good reason, right? The shopping cart theory seems to be incredibly plausible on its face. The problem is that, like a lot of these sorts of things, it takes another sort of layer of careful philosophical consideration beyond the surface level to figure out what exactly is wrong with it. And typically, I mean, honestly, I'm following along with...
Where in Merlin's name am I?
Mostly, I'm following the... What is it called? There's a school of thought that goes into this kind of thing. That thinks in this manner carefully. That's it. Effective altruism. It's an ethical school of thought.
Confringo. Glacius.
There we go. It's a school of ethical thought that I ordinarily, there's a lot I have disagreements with them about, because they tend to be rather utilitarian, which...
Accio. Incendio.
Look what you've done! Expulso! Expelliarmus!
Imperium.
What's happening?
Petrificus totalis!
Crucial.
Black Mamula!
You've got me. Expulso! Flash!
Of each.
It's the one who took the goblin helm!
Bombarda. Levioso.
Expulso!
Stupefy.
Did that.
Defender.
Really?
Incendio.
You're the one who released Treadwell, aren't you? Agile thing, aren't you? You're going to regret that.
Where you go? There you are.
Defender.
Whoop. There we go. Gotcha.
I should follow the treasure to find that Niffler.
Treasure. It's treasure.
Incendio.
What's all this then? Ooh, secret passage.
Revelio. Incendio.
Burn it down. It is a fire thingy.
Accio.
Means I need. Oh, jeez.
Bombarda. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio.
Hey, it's lit. Now, is there another one on the other side? No, there's not. Strange. Can I jump up there? No, I need something to lift me up there. Can I just bombard my way through here? No, I can't. It looks like I can, but I can't. How about there? No, didn't think... I mean, I did think so. I was wrong. Okay. So in addition to those various things...
More treasure. Rococo must have been through here.
You know what? I'm just gonna... First of all, I forgot to check this room
Revelio.
real quick. I'm just gonna follow the treasure for now, see if I can find Rococo, and then eventually...
Accio.
Come here! What in the world was that? Hello. What in the world? Oh, I gotta... Don't I have to Glacius that, right? Maybe? That did not help me. Okay, what in the world do I do about this?
Confringo.
Ah, that's not right.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
It's not gonna work. Okay, well that was worth a try. That's fascinating.
Revelio.
Huh. Huh. Okay. This is interesting. How do I get through here? No? Maybe if I... Not Levioso.
Arresto momentum.
Hey, it worked! That's a really weird way of approaching that puzzle. But it works. So, I guess it works. Alright. Zoop! Through the trapdoor. It's a secret.
Revelio.
What we got here? Bunch of baddies over that way. What's all this then?
More rushwinders. Incendio.
Boom!
You're done.
Expulso. Levioso.
Expulso.
Protego. Stupefy.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
You may be more skilled than you shouldn't go about stealing goblins' helms stolen by others now, should you?
Bombarda. Protego.
You can't hold it.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Nice.
I did it. And an Ashwinder, no less.
And Ashwinder. Probably like 7. Anyway. So that was more than 7. That was probably like 8 or 9. A lot of Ashwinders. Okay, so I need a wee little Levioso thingy to get through this wall, which is absolutely where the thingy, the Niffler, is. Also, there's something over here. I don't know what it is. It's fascinating, though.
Incendio.
Didn't help me. Did it? No, doesn't look like it. Interesting. Okay, I know I need to do that and that. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. What am I gonna do? Okay, I know part of what I gotta do, not the whole thing. I need an Incendio one, which I can find not here.
Revelio.
Not here. I was wrong. Back a room. Got it. Back there or back here? I didn't check here. Okay. Doesn't look like it. Wee! Okay, whatever. That's fine, because that's not the way I needed to go. I need to go this way. Here? Maybe?
Revelio.
No? No. No, those are just Wiccan Low potions. Does not help me. Let's go downstairs to this. This one, right? This is very puzzly.
Accio.
I'm here.
Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio.
Well, that's really weird, but...
Accio.
Okay, come with me.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay, up there. Let's take it. Is there a Levioso one around anywhere? I haven't checked down here yet. There is. It's not a Levioso one. It's a Glacius one. Interesting. Need to put it on the other side, and I need to Glacius it up. Foist!
Accio.
I think.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I need to put it up through here. Haha! Very cool. Okay. Didn't help me at all.
Revelio.
Very cool, though. Not what I need to do, but cool. Onward. Nothing infurious. Okay. Need to get that one way over there, and I somehow need to get it over here, which I think means I have to get down here another way? Maybe? But how? No, this doesn't go down. So no, it has to be down here. Very odd. Can I Accio the thing through the gate? Yes, I can. Look at that, I can. This is very silly.
Incendio. Levioso.
That's it, right? Yeah. Alright, cool. That's all set. Another chest. Ooh, landscape paintings. There's also nothing more in here. This is not what I needed to do. Come on, man. Darn it. Okay. Okay, well, I was wrong. I was a little bit wrong. Here I go being wrong. I need a Levioso block. I have an Incendio block.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Hey. Yeah, I know. Just... What in the world? Did it just eat it? It did. It consumed it. There was no getting it back. Darn it. Okay. Ah, shoot. Okay, that didn't help me. Okay.
Revelio.
Where are the bastards? Oh! Really? Is it really that simple? One's up there, and I can just go up here and get it from across. It really is that simple, isn't it? Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Okay.
Accio.
Which one is this? This is the Levioso. Okay. Nope, wrong freaking... Get over here. Off. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Levioso.
Okay, good. We're good on that one. This is the Incendio one. Where do I find an Incendio
Revelio.
Oh, I know. Oh. Yeah, I thought I had to blow it open. Musical... That's it! That's it! Ha-ha! Da, 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 da. I was right, it is. It's just the Harry Potter theme. Oh man, that's spectacular. And it is. They're just notes on a staff. That's delightful.
Treasure map.
That's delightful. I love it.
Revelio.
There it is.
Bombarda.
That's what I'm looking for. Go up here first just to see what's up. Probably nothing of import. Oh, that's something of import. That's not at all what I needed to do, but it's cool. Regardless. Okay.
Accio.
Down there.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Can I go through? Oh, no, I have to. It's a one-way wall. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, as I was saying. Elusive to me.
Depulso.
Whoop. Oh god, that's not even slightly what I meant to do.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh jeez.
Incendio.
There we go. Wonderful. That worked. Okay, we're good. Moving along.
This Niffler's a tricky one.
Where'd he go?
Levioso.
He's just floating there, T-posing. Ah, that's wonderful. All right, cool.
Never realized how tiring it can be to capture a Niffler.
I mean, I magicked him. I got him. All right. Nicely done. Nicely done. Gorgeous. Okay, cool. Anyway, there's that. So the other thing that I've been thinking about, channel-wise, things coming up, is potentially a big deal 1,000 subscriber event video thing that has absolutely nothing to do with any of my other content. But it's something that I started doing many years ago. Never really finished, but it's been sitting on the back burner, and it's something that I really enjoyed doing. And if I were to actually finish it, first of all, I think you guys would enjoy it. It would be fun. It's a silly little fun thing. Also, it would honor an old, very old, very dear friend of mine. And I think that it would be something that would be worth doing, and it would be something that you guys would probably enjoy seeing. So if and when I manage to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we are pushing 900 right now, so if we do manage to get to 1,000 soonish in the near enough future, I will dedicate some time to editing this. If this is something that you guys would really like, if you'd be interested in seeing, if you would like to see me do this sort of thing. Whatever this is, and I know I'm being mysterious about it, and that's very deliberate. I don't want to be particularly upfront about what I'm doing here, just because. Now, to be fair, some of you probably know, like one or two, maybe some of you, very rare among you, may know or may suspect what I'm talking about. Something I made ages ago, years, well over a decade ago. Nearly 15 years really at this point.
I'm not careful.
I never really wound up finishing it. But it's something I would very much like to do. And 1,000 subscribers seems like a wonderful time. I may be working on that sporadically. Again, it would be mostly over break that I would be working on this, because it would be an editing challenge. So there's a lot of editing that it would require.
Incendio.
So this would not be a simple, straightforward video that I can poop out like I ordinarily would poop out most of my videos. No offense to my ordinary, my ordinary content. This isn't to say that most of my videos are require no effort, but rather it is to say that most of my videos do not. How do I put it? They don't require complex editing.
Revelio.
Most of the editing in my videos is cutting and copying. This would require some things like special effect work that I hope that I can do well enough, be proud of, and as I said, to be a sufficient tribute to my own friend. Oh, just a Wiggenweld potion. Okay.
Revelio.
Spooter. Don't want to play with the spooters. I'm gonna leave. Anyway, that is something I'm thinking about. I'm thinking very strongly about doing in the future. Again, if and when I hit. Where's the quest? It's not showing me the correct marker. Yeah, there. Yeah, that's the one I want to do. I mean, I can also bring Rococo back to her owner. I'm gonna do this one first, because I was already there. I already cleared it out. It's, oh, it is up there. Oh, what? No, why is it showing me that? It's not showing me... Oh, it does. I know where it was. It was, shoot. It was here, right? Yeah. It was down there, I think. Alright, let's go do that. Anyway, I hope that it does turn out wonderfully. Or at least enjoyable, if not wonderful. Yeah, that's some stuff that I'm thinking about doing. There is some, like I said, there's some interesting stuff coming on the channel. I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am. Oh gosh, excuse me. Ooh. This. I'm gonna come back for this. I forget what it is, but I'm gonna come back for it. There's a quest that will take me here. It's an old manor house with something to it. I don't remember what it was, but something does sort of draw you there. Something does take you there. So do that when I get to it. And I don't want to rush ahead and explore all of the little areas before I pick up the quests that are associated with them. I might do that with some of the things, but not mostly. Like I said, there's also like caves galore and things like that. There's a ton to do and explore in this little side region, the coastal region to the south. There's plenty of little things for us to do, like this, like fight a troll. And give you the big zappy.
Stupid one.
Got a dueling feat. Heck yeah. Let's keep going. See, like, even something as minor as that. Like, there's a troll on the road. I'm gonna go take care of it. Like really, there is so much minor little stuff to do.
Looks of that encampment.
Just sort of wandering around in this game. It's delightful.
This looks like the spot from the treasure map.
Okay, let me look at the map and see what the tune is. Doop 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 boo. Wait, this one, right? Musical map. Okay. That's right. I'm just gonna write it down. Because, you know, presumably this is the kind of thing that you could just write down, look at. Cool. There we go. I have it. Anyway, this sort of thing. Just like, come on. Why? Okay. Oh, wait, frick. No, that's right. That's right. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, darn it.
Perhaps
Okay.
the map contains clues about
Okay, shut up. I know it does. I know it does. Shut up. There we go.
That did it.
Whoa! Where did that come from?
And look, treasure.
It just, like, flew down from the sky. Alright, I gotta try on the coat. I think I'm probably gonna like the one I have currently better, but let me try it on. Let me see. Treasure Seeker's long coat. Oh, that is really nice. It's blue, though. I kind of like the other one better. Oh, man, that is nice, but it's got a compass on the back. That's cool. It's really cool, but it's not nearly as Soren. Oh, actually. Holy hell, that's nice. Again, it's not really very Soren. This is absolutely 100% Soren, but man, that's cool. That's cool. That's such a good look, though, too. Look at that. That's nice. That is nice. Nah, I'm gonna stick with this one. I'm sticking with this one. It's too good. Too good, man. It's too good. Alright, I have 2 talent points. One is I'm saving for Avada Kedavra. I don't actually know what else I need, really. I guess I'll get Levioso. Why not? For Levioso. Unlike the last time, my last build, I mostly focused stealth and room requirement stuff, plus some of the spells, and I didn't do any of the dark arts things. None at all. And it's because I was playing a goody two-shoes with Ravenclaw. I was playing Timea, who some of you who've played D&D with me know. If you've played D&D with me, I've used Timea. She's an old player character that I've used as an NPC, which is a thing I very commonly do. I'll take old player characters and use them as NPCs in new campaigns, because I mostly am a DM, but I will occasionally play games. Rarely, I suppose, but it happens. And so a lot of times what I'll do is I'll play a... I'll use a character I have played in the... as an NPC in another game I play. But also, I'll play these characters, even NPCs that I very much like, in other games like this. I mean, for example, right now off stream, I've been playing Starfield, which I actually do like. I mean, for all its faults, and I have to say, it's got some faults. But for all its faults, I have been enjoying it. It's a lot like Skyrim in that whole, like, it's just an open world and you can just kind of play around in the sandbox kind of thing. That's really the appeal of Starfield. If you just like playing around in space in a very NASA punk space setting, then by all means, Starfield's pretty good.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Not right now, I don't. But yeah, it is pretty good. But I'm playing Draven, who is a character I have not actually played in a game for a very long time. But he was one of my first RPG characters. And I use him as an NPC in a lot of the games that I run.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Including, perhaps especially, in the Star Wars tabletop I'm running right now, where he is he's I get the impression, at least, very much admired and appreciated by at least one of the player characters. He's a Corellian Jedi in that setting, and
Miss Coffee, I found your nephew.
Oh goodness,
and
really?
he's very cool, apparently. So
Thank you. You're very brave. I was at my
and Corellians
wit's
are
end.
just cool.
How's my sweet
generally very
Rococo?
cool.
May I have him back?
I don't want this to come off as if I'm blackmailing her, but
It wasn't easy battling Ashwinders and
okay, here we
finding
go.
Niffler in that house. I've earned a reward.
Oh, of course. I didn't realise you'd done all that. That was a lot of work. Anything for my precious baby.
There we go. See,
Oh,
that's
my brave little explorer.
a perfectly
My
reasonable way to
greedy
ask for
boy.
money in exchange for
Oh, I
services.
can't wait to get him home. Thank you again for what you
Is
did.
distinct from, I could just tell the Ashwinders who was putting a bounty on them, and
Whenever we go out.
they'll come and murder you. Like, holy hell. Niffler fur-lined hat. Alright, I don't want to do the next story quest. But I feel like I might have to advance Sebastian's personal quest. What are they? What are the other quests I've got to do? The Dalian Keyswood's collection, the Moon's collection. Well, I'm never gonna find that. So it really is just the main story quest. For which I need Bombarda. Give me a second. I'm gonna look up and see if this advances the season. Let me see. I'm gonna look this up. You will forgive me. Hogwarts Legacy, and it does winter change to spring. Season differences. No. What quest does seasons change? Here we go. Main quest. Yeah, thank you. That's Jesus. Last main quest in your current list. What? Oh, there's a box of your main quests. Oh, okay, I see. So, okay, I get it. Alright, I get it. So there's this box of quests here. Meet Sebastian in the Southern Coast. It's going to turn into another quest, and then another quest. At the end of this one, it goes from winter to spring. So I don't want to do that. I'm going to hold off on that. But I can do this one, and I think I have time for it. I have 20-something minutes. I have about 25 minutes. I can do it. I'm gonna go ahead and go for it. Actually, I forgot. Let me track it real quick. Yeah, let's do it. Whoop-de-woo! Oh, God, really? I can't go over the stupid mountain, can I? Really? That's dumb. I have a broom. I can fly. I should be able to fly over a mountain. It's a weeny little mountain, too. It's not even that big. Let's see, what is this? Oh, whoa, jeez. Okay, I need to... Here we go. A flue flame. And a nice little town. Let's check out this town. And then next time we'll start that quest, I guess. Because this time I want to check out this little town, see if there's any quests to do. Whoa! Just got dark. That was weird. Yeah, let's check out this cute little town. Chop some wood. There is a quest here. Maybe we'll do that first. I am absolutely lollygagging with side quests in this game, so you'll have to forgive that. But I think that's part of the point of this game, of a game like this, is that it's immersive. I think it does a good job of that. It does a really good job of that. Okay. Ooh, that's nice. 3-seater sofas. Some of this stuff I'm actually going to have to put in my room of requirement, aren't I? Yeah. What is this? These dug bogs, like, right next to this town? That's not good. That's not good for them.
Levioso, Defender. Protego, Stupefy. Crucio.
I love that Curse is just now flying off towards some Ashwinders in the middle of nowhere. They're just going to get Crucioed. That's horrifying. It's kind of funny, though. Oh, that's an apple. I wanted those galleons. And whatever this is. Ooh, a hat. Some kind of hat.
Wonder who lives here.
Also, greatly, I don't know. I just really love the phrase "some kind of," mostly for its mostly in its sci-fi context, just because it's so wildly overused in a lot of sci-fi as a way of sort of mysteriousifying something. Particularly, it's probably overused most out of any franchise in Star Trek, especially in Voyager, which maybe I get that impression just from how little of Voyager I've seen, but I get the impression that Voyager kind of uses that phrase a ton. Some kind of anomaly, some kind of shield, some kind of ship, some blah 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 blah. You get the idea.
Revelio.
We got in here a chest.
What do we have here?
Ooh,
a demiguise.
A teal wand handle. Where's the demiguise? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's sneaky. Okay, let's wait till night.
Mine now,
that's really sneaky. That was really well hidden. Sorry, let me get this thing out of your way. This weird little thing out of your house. Okay, let's go up there. There's a chest in this weird little abandoned house. I assume it's abandoned. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. There is a cat nearby.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Oh, it's not abandoned. It's just really run down. Footstools? Hi. Weird reaction to me walking in and taking your footstools out of your footlocker. Footstool locker. Very odd.
Revelio.
What we got? Letter to Tara. Letter to Ada. I pine for you, my love. I'm not reading this. Ooh, Graphorn statue. I must know, are you alright? What a disaster our rendezvous was! Yeah, okay, so they got attacked. They want to elope. Fair enough. Diary. We're eloping. Okay, I'm not gonna go into that too much. Ooh, basket weave. Cool looking. It's not what I'm looking for. It's not very much not my style, but it's cool.
May I have a moment of your...
Pardon?
Hi.
Were you calling to me?
I was. I'm Marianne Moffat. Pleasure. At the moment, I'm having a great deal of trouble trying to find a particular diricle.
Particular one? That's odd.
Ah, yes, the magical bird. Can disappear when it senses danger.
Does make sense that you're having trouble finding
things,
one.
Aren't they? Did you know that muggles call them dodos? Such a funny name.
Why the different name?
That's
very strange.
albino diricle known as Gwynaira. She's a local legend, so of course poachers are after her.
Makes sense.
If I had her, I'd treat her like a queen, and I could use her molted feathers as fashion accessories.
That's a good point.
Seems you're more concerned with the feathers than the bird. But she'd be safer with you than with poachers.
That's okay.
Indeed. They'd pluck her feathers and likely kill her when they were through. I can't seem to rescue her, and I'm worried the diricles don't trust me since I've been hanging about their den.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye out for a large white diricle.
I'm gonna see if I can do this real quick before I wrap up for the night.
Gorgeous feathers. And she'd be safe. One last thing. She seems to spend her days in hiding. I've only ever seen her at night. I do hope you're able to save her.
Okay, well it's nighttime right now,
Be
so
prepared to chase her. I sometimes wonder if she actually enjoys the pursuit.
Wait.
I suppose I should watch for Gwynaira. At night, apparently.
Okay, well let's go, shall we?
Revelio.
Aha. The edge of a cliff. Wonderful. Ooh, there's also more balloons. I'll go handle those balloons after I catch Gwynaira. already have enough Deracals. I
This
don't
must be
need
the
more
Diracal
of
den
them.
that Miss Moffat told me about.
Oh, there you are.
Where is Gwynaira?
Oh, jeez. Don't disappear. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Now I need to let Miss Moffat.
Okay, so let's do this. Pop these balloons. I actually don't remember what popping the balloons actually gives me. I know it's a cosmetic thing. An experience, obviously, but... Okay, cool. All right, let's go deliver Gwynaira. I don't know. I get the impression that you're not supposed to just fly. That you are supposed to explore on foot. But where's the fun in that? I mean, I suppose the fun in that is that you actually get to see stuff and navigate the carefully designed world, but you get to see it from on high
Do you have anything
if you're
for sale?
flying. Well, that's nice.
The name is Rohan Prakash, and welcome to the oldest shop in the region.
Is that right?
Really?
How long have you been in business?
Well, I've only been running it a short time myself, but my father ran it for many years before he fell ill.
Oh. Well.
Congratulations on your many years of success, to you and your father.
Thank you. From both of us. Perhaps one day his health will improve.
There's
and we'll
no
work
way
side by side once again.
it's older
But for
than
now,
shops in
a word about
Hogsmeade.
your
But I guess that
health
doesn't
and
count as the
safety.
region, so...
I assume you're as concerned as the rest of us about the Goblin Uprising, the Dark Wizards, even the Dugbogs have gone mad. But our
Really
shop
now?
can sell you any number of supplies that will help to keep you safe from all of that.
Okay.
Please have a look. And do come back. You're always welcome here.
Thank you, Mr. Prakash.
It's an oddly placed shop.
Best of luck to
but
you
okay.
and your father.
I
I
appreciate
guess
your
it's
words.
I guess he's traveling, right?
What do you have for sale?
I guess
Please
he's
have a
a
look.
traveling merchant. Ooh. It's not going to show me, is it? All right, I'm probably going to buy it.
Thank you kindly for your business.
Let me sell all this stuff first. $3,000. All right, it's... I don't know. Maybe it'll be worth it. I don't know yet. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Let's see.
Thank
See if
you.
it's nice.
I hope to see you again.
Let's check out the Aeromancer. The Aeromancer. Ooh. Birds of a feather. Yep, we'll do that. Here, check out our broom. Aeromancer. It's got a cauldron. Nah. Family NT. That's cute. A basket. I do like that. The form factor of that is really nice. Silver Arrow is nice. Sky Scythe. Oh, I have two of those for some reason. Wildfire is on fire. You Weaver, nah. I'm gonna stick with the Sky Scythe. I hate that hook. I really hate that hook, right? Like the butt hook. But, you know, kind of like that with the seat. But no, let's go with the Sky Scythe. Let's keep this one. Oh, yeah, I got new wand handles. I am a little tempted by this one, but it's too pudgy. Much too pudgy. It's got to be either that one or this one. I think I'm gonna go with the Imperial one. Yeah. Unidentified. Yeah, I have a talent point, but I'm saving it. I'm saving it until I get up out of Cadavra. What's that? The Dugbog. It's chasing me. It's not going to chase me that far. I'm very fast.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Oh, hello. Any luck?
My coat's all messed up. There we go. Yes, here she is.
Miss Moffat, I caught Gwynaira.
That's incredible. Was it terribly difficult?
Honestly,
Not too bad, if you know what you're doing.
Don't be so humble about it. Well, may I have her now?
Yes, but I'll be expecting payment first.
I suppose that's fair. I'm well aware of how difficult she must have been to catch. She has such exquisite plumage. Oh, I shall make the finest attire from her feathers. And she'll have a good life too, of course.
Oh, well, of course. Of course, of course.
Thank you so much for bringing me Gwen.
Wonderful.
I shall keep her safe and
Ooh,
overused
debonair socialite attire. All right, I gotta try it on. Let's first of all, oh wait, what? Oh, that's very white. Oh, well, that's actually quite strange. Gothic. I didn't realize that that was a full outfit. Huh. I very much look like a magician. No, I'm gonna stick with this. I gotta stick with it. I mean, it's basically a full outfit, but fine. I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna go with it. Sure. With the bowler hat and everything. Yeah, I'm sticking. Okay, what do we got? We got 10 minutes left, and you know I do have class in the morning, so it's not as early as usual. So I'm kind of okay going full time, but now is as good a stopping point as ever. So I think what I'll do is while I'm doing my outro stuff, I'm gonna go back to the Hogwarts. I'm gonna go to the room of requirement. I'm gonna do some identification of things, that kind of stuff, while I do some outros. And then I'll see you guys next week, because I'm definitely not streaming. Definitely not streaming Wednesday night. I do have a very early morning exam Thursday, so I'm definitely not gonna be streaming Wednesday night. However, I might be streaming twice next week. It will largely depend. Not going to bother with that one. It'll largely depend upon whether I am. That's actually a decent upgrade. These two are decent. Wait. 104 to 100, 104. 93 to 97. That's actually halfway decent. This one, increased by 1 is not worth it. I'll think about it. Think about it. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Anyway. That's all the time we got. I might stream twice next week. It'll honestly... I'm not sure if I'll pick up another game. Or if I'll just continue Hogwarts Legacy. And then again, I might be frantically raiding Monday night. So I might only be doing next Wednesday. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll find out. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining me. I had a wonderful time. I hope you did too. And remember, don't be well. Or don't be... I screwed up my outro. I can't believe it. The first time I've ever screwed up my outro. I'm ashamed. Oh well. Don't be safe. Be well. More importantly, be good. Good night, folks.